This is Excel Champ. Thanks for tuning in. In this tutorial, we're going to review how to use an if-then statement, give a couple different examples of how to use this, and also review some of the common mistakes made with an if-then statement. If you'd like to follow along using the same data set in this video, there'll be a link to download the file in the description down below. And if you found this content useful, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Let's jump right in. So here we have our sample sales data set, and for our if statement we have outlined down below here exactly how to construct one. There's three components to an if statement. The first is the function which you want to be true for your result to come out. The second part would be what you want the formula to return if it is true. And the third part is what you want the formula to return if it's not true. So let's jump into our first example here. It's going to be in our sample data set, we want to know anytime that the transaction includes the item square. So to start our if-then function, we're going to type equal if open parentheses. Then the first part of our formula is referencing the column C, cell number 2. We want to know if that's equal to what we have typed here, square. So we're going to make that absolute with the dollar signs just so that when we drag this formula down, that G1 stays the same. And we want that C2 to change as the formula goes down throughout the different rows. So if it's true, we want it to say yes. So if you want it to return a word which is not going to reference another cell, you're going to want to type quotes around it. So open quotes, yes, end quotes, and then we will have it say no if it is false. So once again, open quotes, no, close quotes, close parentheses, and if we hit enter, we can see that since this does say square, it's going to say yes. We're going to take that formula, drag it down through all of our other sales items here, and we can see anytime it says square, it will now return yes. And if it doesn't say square as our item, it's going to say no. In our next example, we want to see if the sales transaction has greater than 50 units sold in it. So once again, we will start our if-then statement, equals if, open parentheses. For our first part of our formula, we want to reference cell D2, which has our number of units in it. Then we just want to type the greater than sign. And you could also do greater than equal if you want to include 50, but in our example, we're just going to say greater than 50. So that means it actually has to have 51 units for this to be true. So we're going to say greater than 50, comma, open parentheses again, yes, comma, and then if it's less than 50, we want it to say no. So we can see this transaction is 46, it's less than 50, so it's returning no. So when we drag that down, we can see this transaction's 80, so it's going to say yes. 27, less than 50, it's going to say no. In our last example here, we're going to do a nested AND formula inside of our if statement, because we want to know if the transaction is from the West region as well as a square item. So what we're going to do is type equals if, open parentheses, and sometimes I like to make sure I close these and then go back and type into it when I'm doing nested formulas, because sometimes you can lose track of your parentheses, so we're going to close that right away. And then we're going to work on our first part of our formula, the logical test. And we're going to nest another formula inside of here, which is going to be the AND formula. Open and close those parentheses, and then we'll go back and type in between those as well. And here, inside of our AND statement, we want to type in everything that we want to be true. In this case, it's going to be the West region and square item. So we want to first reference our region column, cell B2 here, and we want this to equal West. Then we're going to hit a comma, stay inside of our AND formula inside of our if, and then we want to reference the item here, square, and we want to hit equals square. Then we're done with our AND formula, so we want to go outside of these parentheses here, and that is the completion of our logical test. So we're going to hit comma and then say what we wanted to return if it's true, which is yes. Hit another comma, and then we want to enter what we want it to return if it is false, which is no. That completes our formula. If we hit enter, we'll see our first line here. It's the north and square, so that's going to be a no. If we drag this down, we will see the only yeses we get are for sales items which are in the west and square. We have one there and we have one here, so this formula is correct. Thanks again for watching. If you found this helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.